Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Lost Ark video. It's Topical Tuesday, which is the series we do on, you guessed it, every Tuesday, where we take a look at the Lost Ark subreddit, we take a look at the top posts over the last week, and I am actually doing this on Tuesday because I've been very busy, doing this quite late on Tuesday actually, which means we actually have some of the Tuesday related posts, such as the Eyes on Acacia thing that they always usually do on Tuesdays, like before the patch. And there's some different things here going on. I already know this is going to be a top thread, 311 upvotes, but basically, we're just going to take a look here. As always, make sure to like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, do the engagement stuff. Bigger number, better person. What Western Lost Ark needs optimization. Old raid should be cycled as a rotating extreme raid. Ooh, that's interesting. And then here's the new thread that happened today, and I think this is a direct result of, the video. I haven't watched the video, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling in my feeling. In my feeling. Let's do this first. Dear Aegeus, please do not nerf Hellkeys like China did by adding useless boxes. That is all. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Oh, so is that what it was? Oh, right, because people in Chinese Lost Ark were angry. Here, let's open this thread, too. I remember briefly reading this before I went to sleep, actually. So CN is on Madfire after the most recent update today. The update included Valkyrie and a personalized DPS meter. Oh yeah, I also forgot, personalized DPS meter is coming to Russia, and apparently China also got it, so it's very likely that the global version will have it as well. No guarantee, but it's very, very likely. Just something to note. But here is some things that happened in the Chinese patch. There was no Chinese-specific buff for Valkyrie. They were expecting a Chinese-specific class buff while the new class is released, especially for the DPS Valkyrie. They're upset that there's not, because it's unplayable, quotation marks. No news about the 7th gold earner. Chinese director promised players they would give an answer to gold earning characters beyond top 6 before Valkyrie. However, there's no news, no solution to economy. Because players were incentivized to exchange for Paradise Keys with the cube tickets right away in T4, in addition to having the new Chaos Dungeon system, there's been minimal gem output. While it's not a problem right now because their gems are capped to level 8, Ice Brelshaws is next month, and the players are expecting the market to explode. And then, of course, the final and last point, which is the thing that people are very cautious about for our version, is a nerf to Paradise. This is the last part that it can affect us. With the newest Chinese patch, starting this patch, the Hellkeys from Paradise Ladder now have 2 more boxes in the pool. One with Paradise gear and one with Paradise honing material. This is bad for both players and... bad for both players just laying flat collecting 3 keys, 2 more dead boxes, and players who are trying to rank, you have RNG the box. We don't know the odds or how good the boxes are yet, but Chinese players are calling it a nerf. This is also an incentive to exchange even more cubes to Hellkeys, less gems, since the keys from exchanges are unaffected. The last one, the Hellkeys from Paradise Ladder now have 2 more boxes in the pool. Please no. New chests that contain Paradise gear and Paradise restoring resonance material. Yeah, I think people won't like that. The whole point of Hellkeys were to help people progress, introducing more chests to an already extremely RNG biased system, especially chests that provide 0 progression value is such a shitty decision. Don't bring us this change to Paradise, we're already suffering with gems and relic engravings. This is really funny to me. Personally, because I remember not too long ago, everybody was like, and I mean, this is no shade to any one person in particular, but I just see this a lot with like communities and like mob mentality or whatever. Everybody was like, oh, Chinese Lost Ark is like the best version of the game ever, and it's like they're doing things so much better. Wow, I wish our version was just Chinese version. And then they do this, and then it's like, no, please do not give us that. Good Lord, please gods, no. And it's just funny to me. I understand people like attaching themselves to like things when the thing that they have might not be ideal and something else is getting things good, but you have to understand the Chinese version is still far different from the global version, you know what I mean, in terms of like the player base and audience. So just blanket being like, oh yeah, our version should be exactly like the Chinese version always, forever and ever. Have they made good decisions? Yes. Have they made some bad decisions? Well, I would argue yes. But yeah, I don't know. People are very all in or all out. And it's just amusing to me. Please don't nerf Hellkeys. Instead of adding 2 useless boxes, Paradise Gear and Paradise Honing, they should add 2 very needed boxes, gems, and books. I mean, that would make too much sense, sir. Realistically, I think hell rewards are fine, aka no nerf needed. They help give players different focus point, which is especially useful for casual, new, and returners. If anything, maybe gems should be added, but I also see not adding gems gives a purpose to do cubes at all. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking about the whole cube conversion thing. Like, I guess cubes are supposed to be the source of gems, but it seems very hard to do that when Paradise exists in the state that it does. Honestly, am I crazy to say that they should probably just remove cube and then move the remaining cube rewards into Paradise with like a gem box and like maybe buffing leaps or whatever? Not even that you really need to buff leaps, but I don't know. And then literally just like remove cube, add more hell key drops, more I guess you could keep like the cube ticket drops and just change it to like hell ticket or something, because I don't think it should be removed and like the number of like keys you get should be lower. I just think cube itself is kind of outdated and pointless at this point. I think Paradise should replace cube. What was the change they got? They added 2 new boxes to the loot table, Paradise Gear and Paradise Honing. Useless. If you want to rank in Crucible, you have to take them now to compete, which sucks. Please don't change hell keys. Please, boss, I'm tired from the nerfs. Honestly, it was expected. When something's too good, they always change it. I'm not even sure if it was necessarily too good. It was just generally a well-received system, even if it does have its own issues, and the progression it provides is overall beneficial to the game. But I mean, I guess that can be viewed as too good, but that'd just be strange, man. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I really do hope that things get changed for the better, i.e. not getting Paradise nerfed, but we'll just have to wait and see. Western Lost Ark needs optimization. High RAM and CPU usage is hurting players. Hello everyone, I've been loving Lost Ark. I've noticed something been affecting performance for many Western players. The game seems much heavier on RAM and CPU compared to the Korean version. Some observations: Western client can use up to double the RAM, CPU spikes heavily, game includes multiple language packs, voiceovers, and extra middleware that may not be needed. Meanwhile, the Korean client, built natively for one region language, is much lighter and smoother. Seems like the Western client can benefit from better streaming and selective downloads and memory optimization. Yeah, I mean, it's... you be speaking the truth, brother, but you might just be speaking the truth into the void. I think next time we do a survey, optimization of EAC and LA for Western clients should be something we push for. I mean, yeah. I don't disagree. Agreed, I was previously getting 160 frames at launch with my high-end 5th gen Ryzen, more mid-range modern now. The optimization has gone to slop over the past 3 years and I'm always struggling around 50 to 70 FPS in raids. I'm not sure what happened. I have a high-end PC and the frames are terrible considering how demanding the game should be. Optimization is always fucked in some games. It sucks. My issue with the game right now is the moment I put my feet on Paradise, my GPU starts trying to fly only in Paradise. That's a funny euphemism, metaphor, if you will. Love zoning into Mortem and freezing for 10 seconds. Hell yeah. Old raids should be cycled as a rotating extreme raid. We have all these great raids just rotting as dead content. Why not have a bi-weekly or a monthly rotating extreme version of them? I miss running Clown, Brel, the good one, Vaulton, etc. No idea why they stopped after Extreme Vaulton when almost everyone loved the fuck out of it. So stupid, not gonna lie. I never even did Extreme Vaulton because that was like in the period of time where I was like taking a bit of a break from the game and I was only doing like the raids on my Soul Fist and I just wasn't doing Extreme Vaulton. I'd log on for my like Voldus and shit and just log off because of good old burnout. Plus I was enjoying other games like Relink at the time. But it does seem like Extreme Vaulton was pretty fun. Absolutely crazy they're not doing this, considering the overwhelming positive feedback we got from Extreme Vaulton and Theamine put them in a potential replacement for at least one of the 3 raids we homework like they did for Strike raids, kills monotony and gives new players a chance to experience the classics. I was telling my friends about this as well. For Guardians, just have Guardians every day or or every few days be random, and have the boss health and damage scale to the appropriate item level, like have 1 week where the 1700 eye level guardian is Ice Turtle, then 1680 is Yoho, etc. It'd be fun to fight old guardians for current content. I feel like they could do the same for Vault and Vicus, etc. Just scale the HP and damage. Sad face. Sad face. Pleading sad face. I don't hate the idea, but I also do think people would be like, well, I don't want to fight some of the like lesser annoying guardian raids and shit like that. But it's just like, I don't know, man. I think the variety would be cool, personally. I think this is the last thread that I have opened, and this is the last thread that I'll read. I won't keep you guys here too long. I'll stop yapping your ears off. Kazeros, why bother racing? As the title says, why bother racing when people are flying over to Korea to do the raid every week or 2 weeks throughout the lockup period in order to do it, which in turn turns the raid into a homework raid for them. This is being done by at least 3 to 4 teams in our region. I really do not comprehend why it's being allowed. How are people not familiarized with the raid supposed to compete versus people who have had hours of practice? Like, I'm not racing, but I feel bad for those who want to and are prepared to do it. Feels quite unfair, honestly, for the individuals who put their time and effort to get to the point. I enjoy watching the race and thinking it's based on skill, but now, more often than not, some cheating is involved. It really just depends on what you consider cheating. I mean, obviously, I don't think it's necessarily the intended route for the race, right? Obviously not. But when you don't have regions that launch the same content at the same time, this is just unfortunately a byproduct of that. Like, this is just what's going to happen. If one region releases content first, that will be cleared, and it will be cleared by people who are going to then clear it in their own version when it becomes the new content. And if you ever tie things like races to it, a lot of it is just going to be people who have already practiced it on the version that already had it. It sucks, but it's just the nature of races when races aren't released simultaneously. It's not a race, it's a professional reclear angle. The race was in KR and it's already over. Yeah. I mean, it's not just that. We already know the mechs, patterns, hidden sidereals from Korea as well, so the race's concept is flawed in the first place. Yeah, I agree. I just... It is, It's tough. Because I think the idea of the event overall is very fun. And I think it's probably better to have it than not have it. But for a lot of people, this is just what it turns into, right? It's just like, some people will be practicing on Korea. People will already be clearing it. People already know everything there is to know about it, essentially. It is definitely less of a race and more of a knowledge check in that regard. Anyways, I think that'll do it for me today. I've been yapping for a little bit. As always, thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Make sure to like the video if you like it, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you to my YouTube members. It's Biscuits in Your Diz. Remix My Life. I'm Nufu. Love all you guys very, very much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!